Newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Allen, and that's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14, being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and pop.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front. Winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 70 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
From the 44, Allen throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Breida. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's it, baby.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18.
Let's go.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
You got it.
An 18-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man Sharp complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the draw is Edwards. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it.
That's it, baby.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They're going to look to throw.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Sharp. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss out of sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They will run with Singletary. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Taylor now returning it. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw that side complete to Sharp.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Back to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Singletary on the toss play. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line. Let's get it.
On play action, Allen. And Diggs has it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the book.
Yeah, you know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll drop the throw.
They're trying to show that they can.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1s here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them. Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, it's complete to Diggs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's It's Allen throwing the out route and complete. That's Webster. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 5. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taco Charlton picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Ross, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins first down.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to throw here. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jaron Reed able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matt Milano in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 2. A little over a minute and a half remaining. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Allen to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So